Some people like to name their vehicles. Have you given it a name?
No, no. I always just called it the buggy, and that was. In '72, I bought a Volkswagen, and I took the body off of it, took that all apart, and then in '73, I got a buggy, another buggy, and I took the body off of that and put that on my frame. '73, I got it titled then, and then I rebuilt the motor then. That first motor I rebuilt then in '73.
So originally you took pieces from multiple different vehicles and then...
Multiple vehicles, yeah.
How much time did you work on it before it was running?
Oh, well, with rebuilding the motor and stuff, probably a couple months originally, you know, and then...
It seems like for like the first 10 years of my childhood, I never actually saw it run. It was just kind of like in our garages. It was in, like when I was in 4th, 5th grade, it was in our garage there. That's when he first got it running. And actually, like, that's the first time I ever heard it running, when I was about like 9 or 10. I think by the time I was a teenager, he was actually like regularly driving it. Like, it was put together to the point that he could drive it.
So you first had it running in '73?
Yeah, yeah.
What modifications have you made since then?
Oh, a lot. It's changed a bunch. I was a machinist, so I made a lot of the parts for it. These are the bolts I made for the windshield, and these are the bolts I made for the mirrors.
He didn't talk about his job a whole lot. I think he was always the kind of person that he went to work, did his job, and then, you know, kind of came home and had that separation.
I was a machinist and tool and die maker, 47 years between the two. Oh, yeah, that's how I was able to make a lot of stuff. So
I mostly remember him coming home like kind of smelling a little bit like machine oil. Like it was kind of a memory I still remember from my childhood. It's just that distinctive smell of machine oil from him being a machinist. And sometimes he'd have like little tiny slivers of metal in his clothing.
it was originally purple metal flake, and then in about 2000 something, I repainted it. It's a different color from the original. I painted this in the garage probably 20 years ago. The original motor I had in here, I had in there for about 35 years. And then I got this motor. This is a bigger motor I put in here. This is what it looked like with the original motor in it.
I think he worked on it like very off and on. Like sometimes he'd be working on it a lot. Sometimes, you know, he wouldn't be doing it a lot. I think it depended on how much he was working. He worked pretty long hours when I was younger, so I don't think he had a lot of time for the dune buggy. But, you know, I feel like he spent a lot more time on it since I've been an adult and moved out of the house.
And about 2017, I destroyed the original transmission, so I put another transmission in here. And that's a new transmission I put in after I broke the old one. Different wheels than I originally had, and I had to put a different gas pedal in there because I was too aggressive and broke the gas pedal. So, the dash I made, this piece here, this ring, I made that to go on here so that it would match the others.
Before he had put the cover in the back, there was actually like the fiberglass of the body formed kind of like a bench seat in the back with like no seat belts or anything. And he'd drive around with my brother and I in that. You know, it was the 80s, we could do that. But thankfully everybody was safe. But
yeah, I got different seats in here now. The original ones were fiberglass with just cushions on them. These are a little more comfortable. This is covered up now, but I originally had a gas tank back here, and I found out that made the front end too light. Going down the road and about 70, and all of a sudden my front wheels are off the ground. So for the windshield and the mirror and that, I made all them, and a lot of parts for it I made myself. So
would you say it was difficult to assemble?
Not real bad, not real bad. Yeah.
Is the dune buggy done now, or are you planning on making more
No,
modifications?
no, it's not done. I'm getting ready to make bumpers for it. I got material to make some bumpers for it now, and it's never done.
How many parades or car shows have you brought it to?
The only parades I was in was German Fest a couple times, 2 or 3 times, but car shows, yeah, I don't even know. Tons
Tons.
of car shows, yeah.
Have you like brought it to car shows a lot recently, or more just a long time ago?
Last summer, last fall and summer, yeah. Not yet this year yet, but
What does a dune buggy have to do with German Fest?
well, it's a Volkswagen and German cars, German parts and stuff, and there's a lot of different Volkswagens there.
Why did you choose a Volkswagen specifically?
I just liked them. I thought they were nice,
How would you describe his personality?
Really quiet, very, very quiet, soft-spoken, thoughtful, but like the nicest guy you could ever meet. Like anybody that, if anybody needs something, he will drop what he's doing and come and help you.
Have you always been interested in cars and working on cars?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, since you were like as young as you can remember?
yeah.
Can you tell me about your other hobbies?
My biggest one is fishing. Fish a lot. And in the winter I bowl. I like fishing because it's real relaxing, and working on the cars is fun.
I feel like when I was a kid, a lot it was like working a lot, and then when he was off, he'd spend time fishing, and even when we did those kind of activities, he was very quiet. So his activities, his hobbies are definitely solitary or small group kind of things. So.
A lot of these hobbies are like sort of solitary. Would you say that you're more of like an introverted person?
I guess.
How much sentimental value would you say it has to you?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
53 years is a long time to own a vehicle, so.
yeah. How often do you actually take it out on the road?
In the summer, probably once a week.
Once a week, okay.
Once a week, yeah.
Are you ever worried about damaging it or getting it dirty?
I try not to damage it. And if it gets dirty, it gets dirty.
I was a teenager, probably not old enough to drive yet, and he had apparently gone off-roading in the dune buggy. That's not something he did very much. I don't think he does it at all anymore, but wherever he went, it was very muddy, and it got completely covered in mud, like halfway up the sides. And then he got home, and I was like, I want to ride in the dune buggy. So he took me out, and it was to like the park, and there was a lot of teenagers parked there. It was stop and go traffic, and I remember being incredibly embarrassed by how dirty it was, and people were commenting on it as we were driving by.
What's its top speed?
I don't know. The speedometer goes to 90. That's about as fast as I want to go. I don't know how if it goes more than that or not. But just going down the expressway, I tried it out
How long ago was that?
quite a while back, quite a few years back. Yeah.
No, you don't drive it that fast anymore, do you?
No, I don't drive it that fast anymore.